Okay, so up next we've got the offset support. This is another one of those multi-view drawings. So we're looking at this object from two different directions. This is what I would consider the front view. And then if you picture this object turning 90 degrees, this is what it would look like from the side. So the front, we can see this circle right here. That represents the cylinder right here. And then this one right here that's made up of a hidden line, that would be this one on the back. So we can't see it, so that's why it's put on the hidden layer. So I'm going to start with just this rectangle. So 2.9, 3.5. So I'm going to grab, I'll use my rectangle tool for this. 2.9, tab, 3.5, enter. And then, so these are both centered, right? So I've got a 1.45 here, and then up 1 inch to get to the center. So I'm going to make sure my midpoint is on, because I'm going to need midpoint for this. Grab a line, click the midpoint, which is 1.45 over. I'm then going to go up 1, enter. That gets me to my center point. I've got a circle with a 1.15 inch diameter. So circle, center diameter, click my center point, 1.15, enter. That gets me my diameter. I can then delete that line. I can do the same thing on the top circle. So this one is down 1 inch, also centered. So midpoint, down 1, enter. I could redraw that circle with the diameter tool. That would be fine. But instead, I'm going to do a copy. And I'm going to click it from the center point. So I need to move my mouse to the edge, back, grab my center, and then back to there. So you can draw it that way as well. So now, don't forget you've got this arrow. You can go back and look through your command prompt if you want. So kind of an interesting way to look at the history of your drawing. Now I'm going to go over a certain amount. I'm going to go over this looks like 3 inches. I'll go over 3 inches, and then I'm going to draw my side view here. So this is 3.5, 0.55, enter, down 3.5, enter, back to here. And now what I could do is, these are both 0.75. There are a million ways to do this, but I'm going to show you something different here. So if I go offset 0.75, enter, then this, and then this, I'm going to offset those lines, and then I can use those. So if I go for my quadrant, make sure I hit perpendicular, perpendicular, hit escape, L, enter, quadrant, perpendicular, perpendicular, and then I could delete these, T, R, enter, enter for trim, trim that and that. So that works good. I could do the same thing here, quadrant, perpendicular, perpendicular, escape, L, enter, quadrant, perpendicular, whoops, Control Z, perpendicular, perpendicular, escape, select those, delete them, TR, enter, enter, delete those. I mean, I could also just blue square. You don't need a trim. You can also use this blue square back to there. Some people like to do that. So this looks pretty good. The last thing would be up to annotate, center mark, add the center marks, and then center line for both of these. Hit enter to reactivate the center line tool. Back to those. And that's basically it. I mean, layers and whatnot. But you can fix all those on the drawing sheet. These ones are definitely going to need the LT scale tool. So make sure you give that a try. See how when they're stretched out a little bit further, they actually show that pattern. So you can adjust that in your LT scale. But that's how you do the drawing. Hope that helps.